The following podcast has been rated Listener MA. It contains strong language, violence, adult situations, nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
Would you rather give up cheese or blowjobs for the rest of your life?
Blowjobs all day.
I'm the same.
I'm fucking they hurt my jaw.
Blank. Rejected name for condoms.
Gosh, I don't know. Cock koozies, jizz mittens, ham holsters, kidnappers.
Yeah, try it now! Try now! What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Laughing on the Sidelines podcast. I am here today with the original crew. Woo! First, let me introduce a very funny, two-time funniest person in Wichita, Kansas. He is the Lord of Poutine and the Canadian King. Please welcome back Lord Bid Papa D, Derek the Reckalders.
I am also the Lord of Poontang.
Poontang, too?
Yes.
That's spectacular.
Well, lots changed
It
since
has.
I was here last.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of titles.
That's right. And ladies and gentlemen, he is the 1984 Kingman County T-Ball Defensive Player of the Year Award winner, Mr. Jeremy Joseph. Oh, boy.
Why am I here?
I don't know, because we thought it would be cool if we all got together for the 6-year anniversary of doing this show.
Who's we?
But the listeners, / me,
Okay.
and Derek.
You realize this isn't the anniversary, right?
I mean, it's a little afterwards.
It's well afterwards.
Yeah. I think was it the first week of the playoffs?
It was the Friday. Our first recording was the Friday right after my birthday. My birthday is January 2nd, so I think it was like January 4th.
That's okay.
Was when we first recorded. So we're well behind the time. So this episode is fucking meaningless.
Jeremy, you ever feel like or wonder how your life would be different if you would have back-to-back those Defensive Player of the Year awards? Like if you would have just went and won the very next year, too?
I do, because it would have meant that I was 7 twice. And I think about that a lot. I feel like if I'd have had another shot at 7, things would just all be different.
Oh, my God.
I would have definitely lost my virginity earlier.
Would have bought into Bitcoin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fuck Bitcoin. They've been like Google. It would have been Google as he would have invested in.
Nope.
No, it wouldn't have been that either.
Bitcoin.
I was a very forward thinker on my second 7. I learned a lot from the first. By the second one, I was writing program.
Oh, spectacular.
I was writing code.
That's awesome.
Jeremy was coding.
I had learned to code in my second 7 year.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have never listened to one of these episodes, good God, hold on to your hats, because this is the original crew. If you've never listened to one of these episodes, this is a comedy podcast where we like to make very inappropriate jokes about the current events that are going on in sports, but also inappropriate jokes that have nothing to do with sports whatsoever. This is also an adult podcast where you like to use foul language and offend people. So if that's one of you that gets easily offended, you're in the wrong place. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you and goodbye. Okay. It's an honor to be able to get back together. I'm
sure it is, Scotty.
It really is. It really is. I am honored to be around 2 of the funniest people in the local area, I think.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, I guess technically, and you could expand that.
Okay.
Quite a bit.
Well, the living legend, and then the only real person who's actually won.
No,
I mean,
Dave won twice.
I don't count it. It's like it's a 1.5. It's 1.5. So I think you're still the only one. Good job, Derek. And it's kind of a joke at the same time.
We should have Dave on.
Hey, I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it.
Dave's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
A lot of non sequiturs in there.
Yeah. But no, I really thought it was just, it's really cool. We only get to do the original crew very rarely, it seems like, just because of our schedules are always so fucked up and everything like that.
Mine isn't anymore.
Lack of desire.
That's true. Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, he's got us there.
Yeah. But it also turns out to be, also kind of works out for us in this particular regard, because we normally record on Tuesday nights as of late. And as of Tuesday of this week, Wichita is going to be under probably a fucking foot of snow. So that would not be fun for Jeremy to drive through.
I don't believe in snow.
Jeremy has a Volvo. He can drive through anything.
That's probably
I
pretty
can, and if snow were real, I could drive through it. But I don't believe in snow.
true. They're like birds.
Much like birds. In fact, I think snow is probably a byproduct of birds.
It's actually asbestos.
Oh,
That's what it was on Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I know.
good Kansas callback. Or reference, not callback.
It's just
Reference.
God sprinkling down
Jesus
asbestos
Christ.
on all his
Sorry.
children.
Do you want to start over?
Yeah.
Because this show sucks already. Thanks, Scotty. You
Sorry.
ruined the show.
That's what I do.
Good Kansas callback.
Good Kansas reference. My bad. Okay. Shush, Jerry.
All right,
Jeremy.
now when I bring it back, it'll be a really good Kansas
Hey,
callback.
Jerry, do
Yeah,
you remember wheat?
I do. I do. Now there's a Kansas callback.
Thanks, guys. But no, we do have a good episode for you guys this
Great
week.
Kansas callback.
Twisters. Is that one? Tornadoes?
That was in Oklahoma.
Oh, fuck. There ain't no love there. But we have an excellent show for you guys today. We have hot topics. I don't have to do the high-pitched voice because JP's not here, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hot topics. We also have overrated or underrated. That's where I draw the line. Questions and preguntas, a draft that has always a shitty situation. But before we get to that, we're going to see if we can derail this entire show and let you guys know what all of us have been up to over the last week.
Hang on, actually,
Okay.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
Topeka.
Oh,
I think we
great Kansas callback. Probably the best Kansas callback.
capital.
Right there. It is.
Does anybody really
Cap
like
City,
that
they
town?
call it.
Yeah.
Top City.
Top town, I think.
Top
Is it-
city.
Is
Top
it Top
City.
City?
Yep.
Yeah, gross.
They have their own comedy scene there. It consists of at least 3 comedians.
Well,
They just go in different orders, so it's a different show every time.
Jesus Christ. But anyways, before we go into the rest of the episode, let's see what everybody's been doing over the last week or couple of weeks or months or whatever the fuck it's been. You want to start it off there, Derek?
Sure.
Go for it, buddy.
Not shit.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I went and played poker today.
How'd you do?
I played really well, and then I played really shitty. I think I got bored.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you play at the casino or something?
No, I played at a card room here in town.
Oh, okay.
So anytime they have like a federal holiday and I'm off, I like to kind of try and go and play the tournament they have there.
Yeah.
Jeremy's played there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I win.
Yeah, well, I was winning, and then I just made a stupid move twice. Second time, I just didn't care. I just want to go home.
Just get on tilt.
And no, everybody was fucking hacking their guts out, and I'm getting ready to go on vacation. And so I'm like, I'm kind of think I'm done. That's a bold strategy, Cotton, but that paid off.
Sure is.
Yeah. Turns out AIDS makes me want to fold.
Nice.
I'm like, I'm all in and I'm out.
AIDS. I really do hate AIDS.
Me too.
I don't care. I don't care what kind of AIDS lovers we have in the audience. I don't care for it.
Yeah, I'm anti-AIDS.
yeah, all of us are.
I was at the Looney Bin years ago, and when Norm Macdonald was here, and he said something about AIDS on stage, and you could tell that he was just irritated because the crowd would all just kept going like "Turd Ferguson" and yelling a bunch of shit
Yeah.
out, and we were fucking Mark sat us like front row for this. And when somebody yelled out the first time, you could just see his face change. Like he was just like, "Ugh." And so then he said something about AIDS, and you hear somebody in the back go, "Woo, AIDS!" And Norm just goes, "Yeah, the only pro AIDS guy in the country." So yeah, I went and played poker, and then I've just been watching the shit out of Dexter. We are now.
Jesus.
My
I almost
dead golden
finished.
retriever.
You named your golden retriever after a serial killer?
No, they named the serial killer after my golden retriever because he was a vicious motherfucker, as most golden retrievers are.
It's like when you throw a body part, but you don't want them to bring it back. You're like, all right, hide.
Right.
So we've been watching that. We're now halfway through season 6. It's really weird watching that. There's a lot of tits in that.
Oh,
show.
really?
Oh yeah, a lot of tits. And watching that with my wife on the couch next to me is a little awkward.
Why?
I just is. I don't know. I have
She's
to.
never seen tits.
Yeah, she's seen mine.
Sure.
Yeah.
She didn't know chicks had them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Usually they have dicks.
Jesus.
My in-laws came in town this week too. That was different. I don't know why I got bold with some of the shit I was saying, but I can't remember what it was. And she's like, "Oh, does that make you gay?" And I was like, "No, the fact that I jerk off dudes makes me gay." Like,
Jesus.
So-
I guess 10 years, you kind of get the confidence.
I guess so.
Yeah.
For the record, I don't jerk off dudes, but that was just a joke.
Yeah, it could have fooled me.
So that's the shit I was saying to my in-laws.
He jerks off dudes, but in a joking way.
Yeah. I'm like, knock, knock.
Jesus Christ.
When they jizz, it's like when somebody opens that candy container and the snakes pop out.
Just confetti shoots out the end of
He'll
it.
jerk them off with a hand buzzer on it.
Oh, fuck. So how far are you in Dexter? Or how much do you have left?
We have like 5 episodes of season 6, all of 7, and all of 8. So we got like 27 episodes.
Yeah, you're
29
not,
episodes.
You're not finishing that before you go on vacation.
No, we'll get through the season 6, and then I probably won't start season 7 because that'll be weird watching. What if I have a kid next to me on a plane while he's cutting up a body? Like just
While the kid's cutting up the body?
Yeah.
How'd they let him on the plane?
they had to make cuts to the FAA, so they got right through TSA with a bone
Yeah.
saw, no problem.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Well,
As soon as he lands, he's got to go air traffic control.
nice. Nice.
Now, okay, I have heard about the show. I've never actually watched it. So basically, he's a cop who is also a psychopath, right?
He's a blood spatter analyst for the police department.
Okay.
So yeah.
And basically he takes out his desires to kill on people that he finds out are serial killers, right?
that have gotten away with murder.
Right.
Yeah. They went to court and their case got dismissed or they got off or whatever.
But he's officially a serial killer. Like
Yes.
he knows at a young age that he's going to be a serial killer forever.
And his dad knew too.
And his dad knew too. And so what he did is he harnesses his anger towards them and kills bad
Right.
people.
It's predicated on the ridiculous notion that there is such a thing as an ethical psychopath.
Right.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
He's like the Robin Hood of murderers.
Right.
Yeah.
He kills from the guilty and well, that's it. But
yeah. Did I ever tell you that my mom almost named me Dexter?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was almost
after my golden retriever?
Right, yeah. I was either going to be a Dexter or a Tommy. That's what my
Dude,
mom...
you totally look like a Tommy.
See? I
Yeah, a
think...
little bit, yeah.
Well, that's my middle name. So,
Tommy, Scotty, Tommy.
Yeah, Scotty Tommy G.
Just Scott.
Scotty, Tommy G.
Scott T.
Sounds like somebody on Jersey Shore.
Oh,
I'm
for
Scotty
sure.
Tommy.
2 fucking first names. That'd be
Yeah.
my last name.
With E's at the end of it.
Oh, totally.
That's a whole
IEs.
new level of white trash.
Oh, for sure. For
For
sure.
a dude to have that?
Yeah.
Scotty Tommy.
So you're getting ready to go on vacation?
Yep.
You pumped?
Yep.
Me too.
I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Costa Rica again.
Ah.
So I told my wife today right before we left, I was like, what if we just stayed there and then just told your mom to come up and liquidate all our shit?
Hey, I mean,
She's like, what are we going to do for money? And I was like, well, I think like we could start, I could start up like a small sailing business and we could take people out and like fish.
Yeah.
But I would have to learn to sail and fish. So,
yeah, that's kind of
Sailboats are expensive,
oh, I know.
turns out. They're at least $100.
well, Derek will just be in a rowboat.
Plus the wind gives you cancer.
It does.
Yeah. But no, I think Derek would be good in a rowboat. Just take people out, a big rowboat, and he'd just be rowing out into the ocean. I think it'd be
I'd
fun.
be ripped.
You would be ripped.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 25-foot rowboat. You'd be great.
Fucking A.
Absolutely.
Did you ever see the Three Stooges meet Hercules? That's how he got so fucking strong. He was a rower on a fucking slave ship.
Jesus Christ.
So
Oh my God. I just imagine like Curly or Mo whipping back to whip somebody and it smacks Curly in the face.
Oh,
Just-
absolutely.
I don't remember the exact what the exact plot of the movie was, but I'm sure it was very plausible.
Sure.
Oh.
Absolutely. It was the Three
If
Stooges.
it didn't win the Oscar that year,
Snub.
snub, definite snub.
Anything else that you got? Obviously, you're going to have a good time with you and your wife. Is anybody else going with you?
No.
Just you two?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, I don't like other people.
You're taking your wife. Does she know they got tits down there?
Again, she's seen mine.
So she thinks she's taking the fun with her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I hope you get there safely. I hope you have a good time. Enjoy yourself. You guys deserve it. I really hope you guys have a good time. I guess
That was heartfelt.
It was.
Jesus.
I was.
But I really hope you do Have a good time.
Yeah,
I
just
wish you nothing but happiness.
absolutely.
Safe trip.
Hopefully, there's not a monkey that eats you.
I love monkeys.
Good. There's tons of them down there, I hear.
Yeah, I've had them on my shoulders.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I guess I'll kick off my week.
Speaking of monkeys.
That's a Kansas callback.
Yeah.
The zoo?
The zoo.
Fuck
The
yeah.
zoo has them. I guess I want to give a shout out, at least. I don't know if Jeremy knows about this, but Derek sure does. I posted something on all of the social medias that we have of a guy that apparently went into JP's work and presented him with 3 T-shirts. One for myself, where that it says Scooter McFuckstick across the front in like Everlast, the boxing logo kind of look. It looks pretty cool. And then JP got presented a shirt that says, I think it says, I smoked weed, I played video games, and I bowled. And that was JP's shirt. Okay. And then the coolest one, in my opinion, out of all of them was by far Derek's. And it just says, Lord Big Papa D in like old English. It is fucking awesome. And
watch mine be like a large.
Right. You got to wear it. The next episode you're on, you've got to put it on.
Fucking worst, man.
Oh, God. Just getting into a tube sock.
It's like fucking T-shirt day at the stadium, and you walk in and you're like, great, I got a T-shirt to give to someone. Thanks for the large.
Yep, exactly. But no, thank you very much, Jeremy. That was fucking awesome. The pictures are up on Facebook. Not yet. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I wanted to give him a shout out. While Derek
there's another Jeremy out there.
There is, but he's not a Jeremy Joseph at all.
Of course not.
They were going to name him Tommy.
Yeah. Then what happened?
His parents got smarter and named him Jeremy. But no, the other thing that I've been doing while Derek's watching Dexter, I'm actually watching actual like crime documentaries and shit.
Yeah.
Of like actual psychopaths, and it just makes me really scared that my wife's going to do something to me eventually.
Well, she should.
I'm just saying, dude. And that's what she wants to watch too. She gets really interested in it, like to the point to where she's been doing nothing but reading books lately, but she pays attention to crime documentaries and shit. And
okay, here's the thing. Women are so into this. That is actually okay, like true crime spoofs are the #1 category for women for porn. Actually.
Oh God, really?
Like crime scene investigation porn and shit.
Jeez.
Yeah,
that's why they like Dexter.
Yeah. Is it?
It's like, help step, bro. My dad put a cigarette out on me.
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah. The other thing is, if you can notice, if you're watching on YouTube, my white snowboard is not here. It is currently getting edged and waxed, and so I did take it into the slope.
You getting a swastika painted on the bottom of it?
No, that's not how that works. No, I'm very excited. I think it's
we can having the word power written underneath.
I'm having it waxed. I'm not having the paint changed.
Okay, well, what do you do with a white snowboard? I mean,
actually, it's pretty clean looking. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you saying it's superior to all the other snowboards?
It's black on the bottom.
Of course it is. Always trying to keep your brother down.
Oh, shit. I walked right into
back
that
of the
one.
bus, bottom of the snowboard. That's where they're at.
Thanks, buddy.
It's not my rule.
But no. So in a couple of weeks, I'll be going snowboarding. We've already kind of mapped out what we're possibly gonna do. I'm hoping I get to do all 3 mountains this year. That would be so cool. Angel Fire, Red River, and Taos. Jeremy's
having a hard time with fucking water.
I don't know. You want some?
It's kicking my ass.
You want some bourbon?
Yeah, that's what I can stomach. That's not gonna make me cough at all.
It's good shit.
I'm struggling with water.
I know, but no, I got some good stuff. I found out it's called Wood Hat. It's good stuff.
You catching the AIDS, Jeremy?
I think so.
Yeah.
Love AIDS.
Did you get it from Jeremy? Or did you get it for JP? I'm sorry.
I got it from the guy who gave you the T-shirt.
Okay, cool.
He actually got it from his first 7-year-old self.
Mm-hmm. Right. Nice. But other than that, I didn't do a whole lot. We stayed home. I'm kind of being cautious about this snow that's coming in tomorrow. I've been told we're gonna get quite a bit, and so I'm hoping they canceled the second half of work so I can go home.
Well, especially without a snowboard.
I know.
They caught you off guard.
They did. If we get enough and I get my snowboard back in time, I will have somebody pull me down the street.
What's that on the wall?
That doesn't have the bindings, buddy.
So?
Nah,
bindings are for pussies.
They are.
I can't. You
Ride
can't
it
be attached
bareback,
to it.
Scotty.
No.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry. That's how you get AIDS.
But other than that, that's pretty much my week. Mr. Jeremy Joseph,
Yeah.
what have you been up to, sir?
Mostly working. We are back into full overtime mode.
Yeah.
So I have not had a day off since like second week of January, something like that. So I'm okay with that. It's
money.
been ways to fill the time. My wife has been out of town a bunch. She went out of town for training. She went for 2 weeks to Rhode Island because that's where the real center of accounting is in Rhode Island.
Right.
And then they brought her home for a week, and then 3 weeks in Sin City.
Nice.
That's what I call Cincinnati. Nobody else does.
Great. Well, congratulations. You've had 5 weeks basically by yourself?
No, I got a 10-minute phone call every day reminding me what to look forward to when she gets home.
Aren't those the most awkward phone calls?
Yeah.
How was your day? How was your day? Now what?
Yes.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. What'd you do? Same shit as every day. What was really fucked up, she was supposed to get back to the airport. Valentine's Day was on Friday, right? Mm-hmm. We were going to be able to spend that evening together. Her flight was supposed to get in at 3:30. She texted me at like 2 saying her flight was delayed. It was coming from Dallas. She went from Cincinnati to Dallas, which is a real direct route to Wichita.
Legitimately flied over it.
Right. Yeah.
Just open the hatch
Jumped out.
Yeah.
She could have.
Tuck and roll.
She's into extreme. She does the do.
Yeah. Nice.
So
She stayed at a Holiday Inn when she was up there, didn't she?
no, Scotty, she stayed at a good hotel.
Okay, that was worth it.
Yeah, I get the joke. I wish she just wouldn't even try.
I'm not anymore. I'll stop.
Holiday Inn, by the way, great Kansas callback.
There we go.
They don't have Nordic tracks, though.
So yeah, that they are forbidden in Ohio.
Costco has Nordic tracks, though.
They sure do.
I sent that to Jeremy.
Yep.
I got a message from a listener. It was like on Instagram, and I'm sorry I don't remember who it was. But I went in and like purged all my messages, and so there was some dude that took a picture of a Nordic track in a goddamn weight room and says, "Hey, I got one of these. I want to send it to Jeremy. Give me Jeremy's address." And I was like, "No, I can't."
Did he actually buy a Nordic track?
It sounded like it. He's like, "I've got this. I want to send it to Jeremy." Would you
I could
use
probably turn around and sell that.
and you probably would.
Yeah.
Just wait till he gets an elevator.
God,
I
I can't wait
I need to ship
for
this
the
to
day
Jeremy.
that I get a fucking elevator, at least one of those things that rides on the rail of the side of the stairs, those
Yes.
chairs.
That's gonna be your first tattoo.
slow-moving chair.
Yeah, as long as it's made by Otis.
You think I already have a tattoo.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yes.
that's right. I forgot about that.
So my second tattoo will definitely be of one of those cripple chairs.
It should be a full back piece.
It should.
Just going up around your ribs.
Oh, yeah, it could be a spiral staircase. That's how much I love these assisted stair chairs.
It'll look like the Price is Right dude as he's going up the thing.
Yes.
Yodeling.
Yeah. What the hell was that thing called?
The yodeler, I think, or something like that.
I don't know. Something mountain or
all the
something
way
like
up.
that.
I just loved watching him fall out the end. If I were ever on that show and I was on that game, I would just intentionally how much for the lifesavers? $1,000 just to watch that fucker plummet. I hate yodeling, except to buy pickles. I love pickles that do it. So,
Anyway, sorry.
Where was I?
I interrupted you with Nordic Track. Sorry.
So her flight got delayed. And I kept getting that text message. I finally picked her up at just after midnight.
Oh, God.
She had to sit in the fucking airport waiting with her flight on standby any minute now. So she couldn't even leave the concourse.
Oh,
she
God.
had to sit there for a flight that was supposed to leave at 1:45 or 2 o'clock or something. until 11 o'clock that night, I believe.
Jesus
10:30.
Christ.
I would have been angry. She was in surprisingly good spirits. I would have probably turned into Dexter.
Your
Not
golden
the dog,
retriever?
not the dog.
Okay.
Okay.
No, because he always had a pleasant disposition.
Jeremy, you want to fly? Huh? Yeah. Huh? What? Going bye-bye?
Oh, I bet he would have loved to fly. I bet he would. He would have hung his head out the window.
Shit.
So, yeah, that things are back to normal now. I think that's it for her travels for a while. Let's see. Was there anything else? What have I been watching on the television? I watched a show called Madness. The Madness, I think, on Netflix. It's got the black dude from Fear the Walking Dead, and it's all about my favorite kind of shit, conspiracies and cover-ups and shit. But it's a drama.
Yeah.
But I also watched what is it, the Kings of Tupelo.
Oh, yeah. Watch that.
Yeah, that fucking Elvis impersonator. I mean, he's my least favorite type of person in the world. He's a fucking deep conspiracy theorist, and I hate them.
I thought you meant Elvis impersonator.
So did I.
He's my lead. A fucking Elvis impersonator.
Oh, my God.
No, this is an Elvis impersonator who thinks he knows better than everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And
I love those people.
Wow, but he's not a bad Elvis impersonator, actually.
Was he a flat earther?
Damn close to it. Damn. I mean, he could have, if he would have read it on the internet, he would have believed it. And so yeah, there's that fucker. But he was not guilty of what he got accused of. But yeah, he's just one of these people who thinks he's the center of the fucking world and everybody's out to get him.
That sucks.
So, and then the final thing, and this is kind of hard here. My friend Jay, who he was the subject of one of my stories. He's the guy who rode on the trunk of the car wearing the Bobcat underwear, and the cowboy boots and the long wig and the football helmet. Jay sadly passed away.
Oh, that's
last Wednesday. Good friend of mine. I've known him since I was probably 8 years old. I don't know, a few weeks ago, went into the hospital. His fucking liver failed.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, he tried to keep going. You know, he had to be sober for 6 months. He was sober, had been sober for 3 months. So it's kind of like people are thinking he knew about this a while and just didn't tell anybody about it. It caught everybody by surprise, though. And after a few weeks in, his kidneys failed, and that's it. Once the kidneys go, there's absolutely nothing they can do. Yeah. I mean, it's a very long shot for him to even get a liver transplant in the first place. Yeah. But so yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up. I only bring that up because he was the subject of one of my stories, one of my funniest fucking moments. Like in the moment,
sure,
it was such a he was one of those guys that, I mean, I still, as sad as I am about this, you know, I still wanted to come on this show because he would have been pissed off if he knew people were sad and moping about him dying. He would be incredibly angry about that. That would really make him mad. He was a delightful guy. He just threw caution to the wind a lot. He drank a lot, which didn't help. But he was kind of an entrepreneur. He was an auto body guy. He owned his own body shop, which exposed him to a lot of like solvents and toxic chemicals. And he wasn't the kind of guy that would be like, oh, hang on, let me get my respirator and rubber gloves. He would have been like, fuck it, I got work to do. I'll spray this car without a mask kind of shit. He also owned a lawn and landscaping business. So a lot of pesticides and herbicides and shit. And I'm guessing he didn't take a lot of precautions with that either. So let that be a lesson to you kids. Be 7 twice.
And don't play with blasting caps.
Yeah, don't play with blasting caps, kids. So that's sad. But and I hate to bring the show down, but let's get it back up.
Okay. I do. Do you still have Apple TV?
Yes.
Okay. Have you watched Silo yet?
No.
Both of you. If you get
I never cared for silos.
Well,
honestly.
It's
missile or grain.
It's oh God, what do you call it when the world comes to an end? Dystopia.
Dystopian, like the aftermath of it.
Yes.
Post-genocidal or post-apocalyptic.
Yes, exactly. It's that. It's got 2 seasons out. Me and the wife got obsessed with the first one. and watch
How do you
it.
make 2 seasons about a silo?
They make it work, dude. It's good.
They made a sequel to Titanic.
I would watch that.
But no, if you both have it, I strongly recommend it. And if you listeners out there have not watched it, it is fantastic. Go and check it out. But yeah, there's that. Anything else you guys wanted to? Oh no, actually, there were questions. There was a couple questions directed at each of us individually. The first one comes in from Jack Denter. This is for Derek, and he wants to know, for old time's sake, can you bring back horse talk for this week?
Well, right now we're doing Kansas callback. That's kind of what we're doing.
Well, there are horses in Kansas.
I say nay.
Good stuff. Fine.
say nay.
That's great. There's one from Julian Mirando for me. He wanted to know, have you been playing golf lately? Haven't heard you speak about it on the podcast for a while. And he's a big fan from Sydney, Australia. Well, thank you very much, Julian.
How many furlongs can you hit a golf ball?
Furlongs?
Yeah, how many furlongs can you hit one?
Probably at least 20. 20 furlongs?
How far is that, Jeremy?
Quite a fucking ways. I believe a furlong is 1/8 of a mile. So,
Well, then one.
It's fucking the Uncle Rico of fucking golf. I bet I can hit a golf ball over the
I
mountains.
bet so.
My
And then
Mountains.
snowboard down them.
Mountains.
Without bindings.
Kansas callback mountain.
Fuck yeah.
my average drive is almost right at 300 yards. That's I can touch 330, 335, and but on my average I'm about 3.
What about from the men's tees?
Same thing.
Oh,
It
okay.
goes the same distance. It's just on different tees, dipshit.
Right, but you use a
no.
different ball.
No,
Like a softer, lighter, more feminine ball.
no, I don't. I use a shitty ball. It's Titleist Velocity. But no, I have not. I haven't been golfing in quite a while. All year, this last golf season, I think I went one time because I go to the gun range as much as I possibly can. So that's what that is.
I don't know why it makes me laugh, but you just said Titleist, and I remembered that old Beavis and Butthead episode where they thought it said Titliest, and they just fucking died laughing the whole episode.
Oh well.
You know, you can actually buy an accessory that will thread onto the barrel of your AR-15. It's about the size of a paper towel tube, and they sell it to you with a package of blanks, and it is a golf ball launcher. So could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Honestly, it kind of makes me want to take up golf.
Okay. I bet you I could hit it 20 furlongs after that. You think?
I have no idea. I've never actually seen one work.
I want to try it.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Or at least just go
Yeah,
and
it
hide. Just go out and hide in the bushes at a golf course and just shoot it at somebody teeing off. That would be actually
Shoot it while they're teeing off.
Yeah.
Far!
at them. I think it'd be great.
That's poor etiquette. Scott, that's just poor etiquette.
Oh man, that's going to be coming up here a little bit later.
You got to at least ask to play through.
Sure. But the last one comes in from Austin Kyle Jeremy. He wants to know, why do you never look at anyone when you are talking to them?
Because I don't like people. I'm afraid if I look in their sexy eyes, I'm going to want to fuck them. No, do you want the real answer to this?
Sure, go ahead.
I have a pretty damn good case of ADHD, and when I look at people, I will get distracted by what's behind them. So I am better off like looking down at something stationary, like the table or whatever. It helps me keep my focus better.
There you go.
Are you fucking happy ass now?
Yeah.
You fucking intrusive prick.
Yeah. Way to go.
I'm talking
Thanks.
to you, Scotty.
Oh.
I like this guy.
Oh.
He should host.
Maybe. But ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's week recap. Now we get to move on to hot topics. But before we do that, guys, do us a favor. If you haven't already, please pause the show and do us a favor. Leave us a like and a comment, question, or anything like that. I try to keep an eye on them as much as I possibly can. So yeah, if you would do that for us, we would sincerely do appreciate it. But we get to move on to hot topics. And the first one we're going to start off with, I think Jeremy or Derek and myself will agree that he's a giant pussy. And thank you for Keith Litsky reminding me of that this week.
That Keith Litsky reminded you that he was a giant pussy?
No. That LeBron James. LeBron. Well, and he is too.
I like how he randomly just texts you, hey, by the way, I'm a giant pussy. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I mean, he actually did text me that. He really did. He was just, I was saying, hey, man, have you seen this before? And he's like, I don't know. I'll look at it later. I got to go to pickleball. And I'm like, oh, giant pussy. Got it. But he also wanted to remind me that LeBron James is also a giant pussy, and he did not play in this year's All-Star game because he had a foot and ankle discomfort.
Who gives a fuck about the NBA All-Star game anymore?
Nobody does.
I did laugh that I guess they have a skills challenge. Did you see this?
No.
So it's like bounce passing, and you have to like shoot 3 points, and you're trying 3-pointers, and you're trying to make like the quickest time. And fucking Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul, because it's not how many you make, it's just you have to shoot them. And so they took all of the balls on the 3-point and just like didn't even attempt to make it. They just like tossed them off of the racks.
Oh god!
So they fucking crushed the time, but they got disqualified because they didn't attempt to make the shot.
Oh, shut up! Yeah, I mean that's when it just gets absolutely ridiculous.
And that little white dude won the dunk contest again.
Good.
Matt McClung or whatever.
He can fucking jump.
He jumped over a car.
That's well, sounds about.
And he's
right.
like 5'10".
Yeah.
Since LeBron didn't play, did he designate Bronny to start this place?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't watched a basketball game. No joke. I guess Wichita State beat Memphis.
That was a hell of a game.
Like Sunday. Was it Sunday or Saturday? Saturday.
Sunday. I think.
Was it Sunday? Mm-hmm. Okay, whatever. Whatever day it was. I guess Memphis is in the top 25?
14th.
Yeah.
They've lost like 3 games all year, 3 or 4. Now 5.
Cool. So I didn't even watch that game, nor do I care. I haven't watched basketball in like probably 5 years.
You used to
K-State's
take
been on a hell of a run too.
Yeah, they K-State.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they won 6 in a row, including 3 over ranked teams, and then they shit the bed against BYU. So, but yeah, they beat KU. They beat
Arizona.
Good. Yeah, good for that one.
Arizona State. They beat Arizona. They beat somebody else who was ranked. But yeah, they hadn't done shit all year long, and then they go on this fucking tear where they were like beating the best teams in the country. And Iowa State.
Cool.
When Iowa State was ranked number 3. Beat the dog shit out of them, too, by like 19 points.
Nice.
And so, yeah, and then all of a sudden they go to BYU and there's the same old cats.
It's that Mormon puss.
What is it about the 2-3 zone defense that just confounds people? It's not like that's new.
No.
Somebody should have come up with a strategy. And a lot of people have, because BYU's record sucks. Mm-hmm. But they just played lights out, and K-State had absolutely no answer for it.
I think they had a bunch of the cheerleaders go out, and basically the K-State guys were just out soaking all night.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then they weren't ready to play the next day.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's basketball for this week.
I remember when you wouldn't let them tear your ticket out of your season ticket book.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's totally true. I still even have them somewhere. They're somewhere in this house. I have no idea where.
So did they not let you in the game? I hope so.
And he would take his entire book and be like, just scan the book. Don't take the ticket.
Yeah. So I have.
I really hope that's against policy and you couldn't go.
No, I legitimately have.
I would make that a new policy.
I legitimately have a completely intact book of the year Wichita State went undefeated and the year that they went to the Final.
They lost. I mean,
well, they did. they yeah, but then also the year that they went to the Final Four. I have the season, and they're all together. So.
And I have a photo of
one
Scotty
cares.
face down by his coffee table from the year they went undefeated, too.
True.
You could put that on electronic pay and get yourself about $6 for it.
Probably, and that's okay. I'll be okay with it. But no, I just haven't. I just don't get into it anymore. NIL killed it for me.
That is what the E stands for in eBay, right? Electronic? Maybe. I assume so.
Probably.
Electronic Bay.
And then Bay stands for just like the body of water.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's fine.
Because that's what they do whenever you sell something.
Yeah.
Somebody stands at the water and just chucks it in there. They take all of your little keepsakes and knickknacks and they just throw it in the fucking water.
Did I see a commercial the other day, correct, that you can now buy a Hyundai on Amazon?
No.
I'm pretty sure.
I hear radio commercials about like what are these 3 things have in common, and one of them is a Hyundai, and it's that they can all be bought on Amazon.
No way.
Yeah.
However, you have to go to the dealership to pick it up. So did you really buy it on Amazon or did you just pay for it through Amazon?
I don't know.
I want to put it on my credit card.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably what it is. It's probably them financing it through their Amazon credit.
Is there anything that would make you feel more like a baller than buying a whole car on a fucking credit card, a prepaid credit card?
Maybe. But I do have something I have to admit to. If you are watching YouTube, you can see what I'm fucking wearing. I am not a hockey fan. I've never have been. It's just, I mean, I watched the Mighty Ducks and shit when I was a kid, and I guess I kind of liked it back then, but that's fake and not real. But we were talking last week about the Four Nations face-off, where the NHL basically calls it for a week, where there's just 4 countries that have teams of players that play in the NHL and play against each other. And I don't know, did you watch the game, Derek?
No.
That'd be weird if they played with each other.
Yeah.
I was watching Dexter, Scott.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Jeremy's golden retriever. His wife was out of town.
Gotcha.
Even though he's dead, he needs to be looked after. Somebody's got to feed him and take him out.
Yeah.
He ain't going to do it himself.
Right.
Not at this point.
Well, over the weekend, Canada and the United States played, and I believe it was in Quebec, if I remember correctly. It was in Canada, I know that for sure. And
It was in Montreal.
it was in Montreal. Yeah, I think you're right. But I just so happened to be in my living room, not doing much. In fact, I think I was making clips of the show, and I needed something in the background. And so I was scanning, and I saw that the game hadn't started yet. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's cool. I can at least watch United States versus Canada. And so I got to see everything. I got to watch the
Full frontal. Tits and all.
Full frontal.
His
It
wife
was like
on the
watching
couch.
Dexter.
She's like,
Canadians have tits too. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
It's the syrup.
That's right. But no, I turned it on almost perfectly. I mean, they were booing the American national anthem. Gotta watch that. Derek likes that. I find that actually kind of trashy and kind of stupid. But the best part about that is that the Americans did not take that shit lightly. I got to watch them drop the puck. Immediately following the dropping of the puck, you had 2 guys that dropped their gloves and went to fucking town. And then after that fight was over, same thing happened. Dropped the puck, another Kachuk ends up getting into a fight. And I think there were 3 fights in a matter of 9 seconds of the first period of that game. And
They can only put so many in the box, right?
I know, but it was fucking awesome. It was just like, okay, this is actually kind of cool. And actually, the Kachuk brothers, their dad did that like in the 90s in the similar game. I think it was even against Canada, if I remember. But it was really cool. I mean, I'm not one of the guys that want to go to a fight and a hockey game breaks out. That's not what I want to do.
Why would you?
Exactly. But it was still kind of cool because you have that rivalry. Obviously, with the Canadians and the Americans, they have this rivalry.
They can hockey all they want. Fucking scoreboard. I mean, I think we've won.
Well, here's the thing. Now, here I will say this. I watched the entire game. I didn't get a fucking thing done because the game was very entertaining. Canada goes up 1-0, and then the United States score 3 unanswered goals, but it was very close. And then the third goal was an open netter at the end of the game when they pulled their goal.
Open netter. That's a great Kansas callback.
Yep, 100%. That's right. But they physically kicked the shit out of the Canadians the entire game. It was fucking awesome. The problem is while now you have all of these posts, if you go on social media right now and you're seeing nothing but highlights of this game, it is Freebird playing in the background of the highlight reel. There is just guys just getting their asses kicked on the Canadian side. And I think of the fights, I want to say the Canadians probably won 1 or maybe 2 of them. But the thing is that Canada won today, and the United States is already guaranteed to be in the championship. So they will actually meet again on Thursday for the championship game, and it'll be Thursday in Madison Square Garden.
Let's go, Canada.
So quit talking your shit, Americans. We need this one worse. So especially after kicking the shit out of them in the first game. But yeah, it was a great game to watch. And now I am fucking gung ho and I am rooting for the fucking Americans hardcore. And I'm probably going to end up being a hockey fan. I just don't have a
weird
team.
if you didn't.
Derek does.
I'm rooting for them. Well, Derek's fucking weird.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I think he's way weird.
Derek wants to row a boat in Costa Rica and meet the Three Stooges.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Shemp's my favorite.
Of course he is. He's everybody's favorite. They called him the crown jewel of the Three Stooges.
As everybody know, the Shemp's the best. Third is the best stooge.
Sure.
And then the best Brady is Oliver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
They didn't even get good until Oliver showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That may have gone over all of our audience's head.
Probably.
I'm not going to explain it. Because, in fact, Scotty, I'd like you to explain it. And in the way that you've explained this fucking hockey game.
Just
ad nauseum to tell us.
I am infatuated by how much I enjoyed myself watching this exhibition game of actual NHL hockey players who still have a full season left to go, and they fucking left it all out on the ice for something that does it actually mean something? Yeah, bragging rights for the next year, but other than that, it's an exhibition game. They beat the shit out of each other, both teams.
Yeah, it's like when the Royals lost Salvador Perez for the season in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. but I kind of compare that, and like these guys actually are playing, and it's kind of an all-star game, but LeBron is sitting out because his foot hurts, bitch. So there's that. And then right before Derek goes on vacation to Costa Rica, I would like to bring up that there was yet another plane crash today. Only it was in.
Can I ask a question?
It was in Canada.
Is Costa Rica in the hockey tournament, in this hockey game?
Absolutely.
I've heard they've got
good.
a pretty good hockey team.
They're pretty good. It's kind of more like water skiing, but they can do okay.
Hey, Jamaica has a bobsled team. Costa Rica could have a hockey team.
Maybe. You think they actually have the ability to freeze water?
Yeah. And so indoors, yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Arizona has a hocky team, Scott.
I understand, but that's
Yeah.
America.
And if you want to get into really good hockey, February 24th, Hulu, season 4 of Shoresy.
Is it really? I
Yep.
thought they ended it.
As a player, now he's coming back as a coach.
Oh,
Okay.
boy, this is even better.
Yeah.
I like that.
I
even better.
really actually like that. I like it better than Letterkenny.
I'm going to have to get a fucking Hulu subscription again.
Okay. You want to borrow mine?
Sure.
I can just give you my sign in.
Okay.
That's fine. But
You
yeah.
wouldn't like Hulu. They script everything like the NFL.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
do script. The NFL is scripted. However, that Super Bowl was glorious.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here last week, so you
Yeah.
can't talk about
No,
it.
I watched about a minute and a half of it. My wife went up to make dinner, so I turned it on because we were watching Dexter.
Yeah.
And I saw like the last minute of the minute and a half of the first or the second quarter, and then the halftime show, and then we ate, and then watched the rest of the halftime show, and then fucking back to Dexter.
Yeah, but
man, I was on ESPN gradually, just kind of like, I wonder what it is. Oh, they'll let him come back a little bit.
Same. I was saying the
It
same
just
shit.
No.
Getting worse and worse and worse. They just, Philadelphia came in with the exact right game plan.
And I'll tell you what, I think everyone would be proud of me. I work with a bunch of Chiefs fans, and I came in and I did not gloat. I did not say shit.
Same.
I just went to work.
I mean, I had a big smile on my face.
I didn't even do that.
You didn't?
No, I just went into work, and then
You're a very depressed
somebody
person.
brought it up, and I was like, "Yeah, I saw the score." I mean, I'm not going to say I wasn't happy about it, but
I had Chiefs fans come in the day after wearing Chiefs gear.
yeah,
And
They still went to the fucking Super Bowl.
I know.
That's an accomplishment in and of itself.
Yeah, but they didn't win. They
So
still
did
lost.
50,000.
I know
fans.
that. I watched part of it anyway.
I know, but that's okay. Yeah, I just glad they
Most
lost.
of it, I was just sitting there wishing, God, I wish there was tits on the screen. Turns out I could have been watching Dexter.
Yeah,
there were mine, but it was whenever it was my
Sure.
tits when it was the reflection.
absolutely. You watched the shirt. You watched with your shirt off.
Yeah.
I was
Nice.
I was
Yeah.
watching through Derek's window, and I couldn't get a very good view of his tits.
That's a mental image I don't ever want to
I'm
have.
not trying to
again.
get wing sauce on my shirt.
Yeah. But
If I
yeah,
get it on my tits, the dog will lick it off.
so
Sure.
I do have to ask you because I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate flying in planes. And over the last couple of weeks, there's been significant amounts of them crashing. That's
Yeah.
it. The one that happened today, though, I heard was mainly because of weather.
Everybody was okay.
Everybody lived, thank God. I mean, that was because it was in Canada.
The flight into D.C. that crashed into the Black Hawk helicopter.
Yeah. No, the Black Hawk crashed into it.
A week before that, my wife had been on the same leg of that flight, same airplane.
Jesus Christ.
She went when she went to Rhode Island.
Yes.
She went from Wichita to D.C. on that leg, and then to Rhode Island.
The same exact plane?
Same plane. Yep.
No
Yep.
fucking way.
Yep.
That's fucking scary. God damn. Well, good
Or
thing.
she's behind it.
Yeah. Wow.
She rigged that Black Hawk.
Oh, that's terrible. But anyways,
Can't trust the Japanese.
that's true. Your wife.
Any of them.
Oh,
Any of my wives.
right. But because of all this plane crashes, are you a little nervous about going down to Costa Rica?
Fuck no. If it crashes, just do it on the way back.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Let me at least have my vacation, then kill me.
That is actually a good point. On the way out there, I was like more scared. On the way back, I had more of an attitude of like, I don't give a fuck. Just
Yeah.
I got to have my fun. So whatever.
Yeah, there is never more of a stark contrast of the attitude in flights than the flight going to rather than coming from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a whole different atmosphere
Yes.
on that fucking airplane.
Yes.
Half the plane's hungover.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and they're broke and
Yep.
pissed off about it.
Yes.
It is so fucking weird because everybody was so stoked buying drinks. They're playing raffle games and shit with the fucking the stewardesses and shit, where like everybody puts their name on a dollar bill and puts it in a big trash bag,
Yes.
and they pull it out like a fucking raffle, and everybody's so happy. And then on the way back, everybody's just like, "Shut the fuck up! It is too bright on this fucking airplane."
Yeah.
That's when I need the raffle, is on the way back.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, come on, light bill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Either of you guys have any early predictions for baseball season this year? Because now I guess everybody's where they need to be for spring training. No games have obviously played yet, but I guess all the teams
Obviously.
are reporting.
My early prediction: the Cubs are not going to extend Kyle Tucker. That's my prediction.
My prediction, and I know I'm biased, but I think that of the teams that will improve the most, I think it probably will be like a St. Louis team.
St. Louis did not make a single free agent signing,
I know.
and you think they're going
They're
to
just going to get better.
Yes, I think that I
They
think
practice
they'll improve.
Yeah.
real hard. They're going to practice so hard.
I think their record will be significantly better than it was.
They're
last year.
basically going through their second, seventh year.
yes.
fair.
Without a Jeremy Joseph,
Right.
Yeah, we need to have you at shortstop there, Jeremy.
hot corner.
Hot corner. You want hot corner? Or you
I
want
was
shortstop?
second base.
We need to move you over to short. You're a little
Well,
bit too
second base
athletic.
is still a corner.
It is. It's just the back one.
It's a diamond, Jeremy. It's a corner.
It is.
Jesus.
But I guess whatever corner I'm on is kind of the hot corner.
That's right. Because you're there.
Yes, God, Jesus Christ.
Oh, shut up.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever,
That
Jeremy.
didn't need added on too.
Oh, I thought it did. But ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's Hot Topics. Now we get to move on to the fun parts of the show. We get to move on to overrated or underrated. Guys, thank you very much for participating in Monday, Friday this week. There was quite a few comments and good suggestions. There were quite a few that we've already done before. Some of them I even let people know if we already had, but I tried to pick the best one that we had. And I know some of them we may have even done before, but who cares? We're going to just give it a shot. First thing
care.
whatever. First one comes in for overrated or underrated, comes in from Austin Hansel. He wants to know overrated or underrated hooking up with a porn star.
How the fuck should I know?
You haven't done it, Jeremy? Mr. Hot Corner over there?
No.
Oh, I figured you probably had.
Corner's too hot.
Because you're over there.
Have any of us? Unless you've made your own fucking sex tape, have any of us hooked up with a porn star? And I would bet
I don't know.
at least $1 that I would put in a Vegas fucking trash bag that Austin Hansel hasn't either.
Well, I think he's asking for our history, Jeremy.
With the amount of OnlyFans, I think like half the country are porn stars now.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna guess you can't do it better than the guys they've been with.
I don't know, Jeremy.
I mean-
You've seen my wife, haven't you?
Yeah.
She's a porn star.
Oh, okay.
She's my porn star.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think I just threw up.
This is creepier than the next episode of Dexter. And I'm talking about my dead dog in one of his episodes.
Oh shit! No, I would say if I could, if I ever did, or if I could, I think it would be severely overrated. Just because I never would want to. Does that make sense? I guess. I would never want to hook up with a porn
Well,
star.
it depends. If you're in a 1-on-1 setting, yeah. But if you're in like a 15-on-1 setting, nah.
Yeah, like that one chick that had like 1,000 dudes fuck her in a day.
Yeah, your sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Your peg leg was getting in the way.
One of them, yeah.
They pinned her nubs behind her head.
Jesus Christ. That's so bad.
Oddly enough, one of her prosthetic legs has an ice skate on it. So she could be playing in this game right now. We don't know.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Just skating in circles.
If you could,
She was one of the ones who threw down.
if you could, would you even ever want to? Like before you were married or anything like that? I never would.
Yes, Scotty, because it's pussy. That's all that I wanted
Okay.
up until that point. I mean,
Yeah, that's
for anything.
Yeah.
That was the goal of everything, was to get laid at the end of the day.
Okay.
That being said, I am quite certain that I would leave her very disappointed, which would make me feel bad about myself.
I think she would anticipate the disappointment.
Just with one look at you.
Yeah.
I think she would be like, well, actually, I think it would be like, you know, when you go to a movie and you're expecting like the great, especially you,
Yeah.
you're expecting like the greatest thing in the world and it sucks. But if you go in with this isn't going to be very good. And you're like, actually, that wasn't bad.
It would be like having me play second base for the Cardinals. She's been with a fuck ton of some of the best to ever do it, and then me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
I bet she turns an unassisted triple play.
Probably. And by that, you mean multitasking. She could read a book and pay some bills. I'm not doing anything to occupy her.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Next one comes in from Chuck Nine Fingers Bierman.
9 fingers.
It would be like if the Globetrotters traded for somebody from the Washington Generals.
Yeah.
That's their hot new stud. They
Yep.
traded him for a draft pick.
We're going to trade you Moon Rocket for Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck's a white guy.
Great free throw percentage.
Plays the fundamentals real well. Best bounce passer you've ever seen.
Best bounce passes in the game.
You know those no look passes? He throws look passes.
Only look passes.
Look, here's the pass.
He throws blindfolded look passes. He actually lifts it up. That's what me fucking a porn star would be.
Oh, shit. Anyways, next one comes in from Chuck Nine Fingers Bierman. I'm assuming he's missing one.
We've talked about this guy before, and
Have
turns
we?
out, yes, he responded like on a YouTube comment after.
Oh, yeah?
Because we went on about which one's missing. How did he miss it?
What if that was the guy that asked the first question? 9 fingers wanted to know about hooking up with a porn star. It's like, I got 9 fingers in there.
There you go.
I tried to get a 10th, but
Yeah.
I fucked a porn star named Bear Trap.
Oh, God. But anyways, Mr. Nine Fingers, he wants to know, overrated or underrated, a pillow between your knees when you sleep.
fucking overrated.
Yeah.
I did that like maybe for all of like 2 months, and then I was like, this is just a pain in the. It doesn't finish in between my knees when I sleep. I roll all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
It makes no sense.
What absolutely kills me though is that there was somebody that came out with like an infomercial product that was specifically designed that is smaller to put in between your knees
Yeah.
so it wouldn't flip flop when you were sleeping.
I need to get that.
There are people who like have a legitimate problem of like banging their knees together.
Yes.
This doesn't happen to dudes with fat thighs like I have. I do tend to take an extra pillow and like, I guess, hug it.
Yeah, I did that.
Because I'm a side sleeper for sure.
Yeah, me too.
But no, not between my knees. Will it suck your dick for you? Is that those My Pillows? Is that what those are about?
That's
Is
what
that
it
why
is.
they're America's favorite pillow?
It is.
Just have shit stains in the corners of your pillows.
If you sleep naked there, Derek.
Well, is there any other way to sleep?
I don't sleep naked.
Oh, that's the only way to sleep. Man.
I am the fucking stupid, like most original fucking person. I sleep with pajamas and socks and a t-shirt.
I like
sleep-
to think it's the pajamas with the butt flap, the button-up butt flap like they had in westerns
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I sleep in a fucking Snuggie.
I sleep naked. That way, if there's an intruder, I'm prepared.
Yes, you just scared the
I
shit
just
out
jump up, my fucking little wangers fucking flapping around. I'm like, freeze, motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I thought you were going to fuck him.
After.
Wasn't that Shane Moss where he talked about if an intruder ever broke in my house, I'd never be able to fight him off, so I'd just pretend like I was there to raid the house too and say weird, creepy shit like, boy, I can't wait till this guy wakes up. I'm going to get my rape on.
Jesus. Anyways, all right, next one comes in from Christian George. He wants to know, overrated or underrated scaring your pet?
It used to be underrated, but now my pet's scared of fucking everything. I think I broke her.
Yeah, and I feel bad for Wrigley. I know she's getting up there in age, but however, my pets, my dogs, scaring the fuck out of them is absolutely hilarious. Freddy's kind of fun. The pit bull is kind of fun. He just gets all excited and wants to play after that. But Marshall is the most skittish motherfucker on the face of the planet, and if you scare the shit out of him, oh my god, it's hilarious. So I think it's way underrated.
We're talking about startling them, right?
Yeah.
Not like calling them up saying, I'm watching you. And threatening them. And
What are you wearing?
right.
Fur?
Because here's the thing. Startling my dog is great. Because his reaction, like he backs way the fuck up, and we just got like fake hardwood floors not too long ago, so he slides everywhere, and then he comes back after you because he's a very playful dog. But there's other things, and he's so fucking weird. Our hallway, he is scared to death of it.
Really?
And it's almost sad to watch because I think it's the washer and dryer because they're in the hallway, and he just tiptoes past me, hugs the wall away from him, and he's legitimately, something in there frightens him.
Really?
Yeah, so we make him do it a lot. And trying to break him of it, and it doesn't work. He just seems to be more scared. Probably because every time he does it, I shoot him with a BB gun. But
Poor dog.
yeah, it's not that powerful of a BB gun.
Yeah. Okay.
The annoying thing that Wrigley has been doing is like, I'll let her out like right before I go to bed, and then I'll put her back in her bed, and I'll go to bed, and I'll start hearing her like licking herself, which I can't fucking do. Like that noise drives me up the wall, and I've got a tennis ball in my nightstand, and so you'll hear like, and I'll take the fucking tennis ball, and I'll just like Kareem skyhook it over towards her bed, and you'll hear like, burr. I scared the shit out of her.
You're a dick.
Mid-leg.
Oh, that poor dog.
I'm like, stop it. I'm not getting up. Just quit it. I can't yell at you right now because my wife's asleep next to me.
Otherwise, you just firecrackers. What about those little snap poppy things?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That would be all right. Let's see. Next one comes in from Stephen Burns. He wants to know, overrated or underrated dancing naked around a bonfire? What is this, fucking Lord of the Flies?
Can we block Stephen Burns from listening to the show? We don't need this.
Well,
It's a dumb fucking thing.
I've done it around a house fire.
Yeah. But that's because you started it and you used your clothes as kindling.
that's right.
Yeah.
Jesus. Honestly, I don't think any of us have ever done this. Have we?
Crip walking around
I
a burning
wouldn't-
house.
Yeah, naked?
At this point in my life, I'm not going anywhere where there's a bonfire.
Oh.
That means people are there. Otherwise, it's just a campfire, and I'm not dancing around it, naked or otherwise.
I would definitely go to a bonfire. I love bonfires. I'm still young. But dancing around it naked? No, I'm good. So, overrated for me.
Yeah, there's flames and embers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, don't get me wrong. I've seen people that did it. Like when I was in high school, there was always some jackass that was drunker than shit that would get like either down to his skivvies or butt ass naked and go and run and jump over the fucking fire to make him look ridiculous.
I knew a guy who would do that a lot. He died this last week. So let that be a lesson to you.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not kidding. That's the kind of shit he used to do.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Fair. And last one comes in from Ian Hodder. He wants to know, overrated or underrated receiving calls from telemarketers.
When has that ever been underrated?
Jeremy?
Oh, love it. I fucking love it. I am their worst fucking nightmare. I will string those fuckers along as long as I possibly can.
Yeah.
and then not buy anything from them.
See, and that's kind of the thing. I don't know. Do you fuck with them if you get the opportunity?
Not usually.
See, neither do I.
I just hang up.
I just want them to go away. I don't.
They'll keep calling.
Exactly. But
They do that anyway. Here's the problem nowadays. You very rarely get telemarketers. They're scammers.
yes.
And that can be dangerous. And by answering the phone, you are letting them know that this is a legit number.
That's why I don't answer.
But I don't think that there's anything with the amount of porn that I watch online. My info is out there. They're calling, and I'm pretty sure that's how they get it.
By the way, thanks for your support.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Nice.
I subscribe to Derek's OnlyFans.
Only hands.
OnlyFans.
Oh, is it OnlyFans? You just have a whole bunch of fans going around?
No, it's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just sleeping naked.
Yeah. But it cracks me
Ready
up
for intruders.
every time I've ever been around Jeremy Joseph, whenever he either receives a text message from these people or any kind of a phone call, he will legitimately keep him on the phone for as long as possible. And it's like awkwardness, but he enjoys every second of it.
They are trying to scam me, so they want to keep me on the phone, hoping, even if there's a small chance that I'm being real with them, that they can scam me out of some money. So they're willing to put up with my bullshit for a good long time. And then when they realize you're fucking with them, because they're almost always Indian, so English is not their first language, but they go on some wonderful cursing tirades.
Yes.
And they don't quite do it right.
Bloody.
And you stupid shitter, you fuck mother.
Yep.
I love it.
I do too. It's fun. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is overrated or underrated. Now we get to move on to That's Where I Draw the Line. Derek, you got to do the thing.
What? What thing?
You got to do the thing that JP does.
What?
The sprinkling thing.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Okay, fine. But yeah, now we get to move on to That's Where I Draw the Line. And the first one is going to come in from Big Mike. He wants to know, if your significant other passed away, how quickly would you seek another partner?
I'm bringing a date to the funeral.
Jesus Christ.
You can't go to those stag, man.
No. People are going to think you're desperate. I mean,
You're a loser.
What a fucking loser.
Fucking shows up to his wife's funeral single.
That's going to prove everybody right if you show up there without a date that she was, you have basically outkicked your coverage. That she was too good for you. And no, you need to show that you could have gotten anybody at any time. Just to rub it in her fucking face.
No, I could never do that.
Of course not. You're not desirable.
Thanks. Appreciate it there,
My
Jeremy.
pleasure. You would have to pay for it. And I'm guessing it would be a dude.
Oh, Jesus. No, I'm only getting this marriage thing one time. I am not trying again. And so if she passes away, I'm going to happily live my life single and by myself. I don't have to put up with anybody in it. So I'm doing that. Next one comes in from Dakota Dakin. Dakin? Yeah, it's Dakin. He wants to know, where do you draw the line on when to help or save someone? So I'm thinking of the specific story about Jeremy Joseph in a Lowe's parking lot, who, when you decided to step in and help someone in need.
Yelled.
Well, you kind of helped.
I definitely saved that guy from fucking up his truck, and I saved a lumber cart.
Right.
And maybe somebody from getting backed into. I don't think anybody would have been seriously injured. But
Sure. Like, what's the point that you would not want to assist? I guess in any situation. Like for me, if there was someone out in the ocean and they were surrounded by sharks but they couldn't swim, they're a goner. To me.
Okay.
Yeah,
This seems very situational.
Sure.
I think we should go through all the situations where anyone could possibly be in peril.
Yeah.
We'll start off with, say, an oil tanker spill, and there's baby ducks in the water being coated with oil. Where do you guys step in on this one?
I mean, sure.
I'll drop off some Dawn.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, that saves something.
Sure.
Saves me from having to do dishes. I don't do dishes.
Let's say your wife's Japanese. She should do the dishes.
Well, she's doing laundry, so
yeah,
that kind of takes up a lot of her time.
Barefoot.
That was like the thing. I had no idea. Apparently, over the last few years, she's been prepping me for her time out of town. I have so many pairs of underwear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 3 weeks, and I never had to wash underpants.
I only got 4 pairs, but I've been 3 weeks before.
That is 19 straight days at minimum without having to wash underpants.
That's impressive.
And I shower every day and put on fresh underpants.
Yeah.
Duluth Trading Company.
That's the good shit.
Sure is.
sure
They really
is.
are.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, those are like $50 a pair.
Yeah. What about you? What about you, Derek? When would you like not jump in and help somebody out?
Probably immediately. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds-
it's no.
No, it's a dog.
I'm not getting
world out there.
involved.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
no.
Next one comes in from Braxton Lint. He wants to know how many more years should the podcast go on?
I think it's run its course.
Yeah, it's about
I
right
think
there.
it's pretty well
it's-
there.
Yeah, we're winding down, I think.
On its second, 7th year.
Derek's getting ready to move. I'm probably
moving.
I might move. Jeremy just doesn't want to be here anymore.
At all.
And that's kind of the heart and soul of this show. JP, on the other hand, may stick around and run it himself.
He's just going to be like you're going to sell your house and he's still going to show up every Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely.
What the fuck else does he have to do?
He'll just come down here and do a one on, with the camera.
Somebody else's camera.
Yeah, exactly. So
Hey, I need you to set this up for me.
Please, somebody let me come suck their dick. Somebody.
send me messages and dick pics. All right. Next one comes in from John Flanagan. He wants to know, when are you confronting someone over crappy bowling etiquette, shooting etiquette, and comedy show etiquette? Well, you're the only bowl. Well, you bowl. Don't you bowl?
I have bowled.
Do you know the etiquette of bowling? I don't.
What is it? You yield to the right?
Yeah, you yield to the right. You let the person on the right go.
Right.
That's it.
And you don't honk an air horn when somebody's in their backswing. Usually.
Unless you're Derek. Then you honk it
Have
all day
you
long.
seen any of the TikToks of professional bowlers getting pissed at people taking photos and the flash goes off as they're releasing
No.
the ball? And you wouldn't think that in such a useless sport that people would get so pissed, but wow, I guess that's how they pay their bills. So, the difference between coming in first and second in a big ass bowling tournament is probably quite a bit of money and prestige.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, Roy Munson, look at him.
Yeah.
He took second. He didn't get shit. Just a rubber,
not a damn thing.
just a condom contract.
I've heard it with golfing. Obviously, professional golfers, and somebody either yells something in their backswing or cheers or whatever. It's kind of the same thing. I guess I kind of understand it. That's how they pay their bills. But Jesus Christ, they make a lot of money anyway. But I will say, as far as you guys being comedians go for that, but for me, shooting etiquette
They'll shoot somebody else, right? Is that the
Jesus
etiquette?
Christ, people people other people and stuff like that. Oh God.
It's when shooting, that is not etiquette.
Etiquette's- that's
that is
safety.
Yes, that is somebody can die.
Yeah, no shit.
This is not you're gonna fuck up my score.
Yeah.
This is hey, keep that motherfucker pointed down range.
Right.
That's yeah. Hey, could you not, talk with your hands while holding a gun kind of thing.
Or put finger on the trigger whenever it's not supposed to be. God. But I've seen so many videos of absolutely terrible things at a shooting range, and it is just
It is
bad.
It is, and there are typically most people at a firing range, because the stakes are so high, are pretty damn quick to jump on those people.
Yeah.
And
They normally have a range marshal or whatever you want to call them.
yeah, safety range safety
Instructor or
officer.
Yeah, something like that.
A pistol lifeguard.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what we need to call them. Pistol,
Right.
pistol lifeguard.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, the
They
stakes
save the pistol.
the stakes of not following the rules at a gun range are a little higher than not following the rules at a comedy show.
Minorly.
I don't know.
I mean,
I've seen some people come on stage.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, shooting somebody versus fucking up a punchline. I mean,
I've done that all.
then again, I worked hard on that punchline.
Damn right.
You ruined the whole fucking joke, dude.
Yeah. I spent 5 minutes. That's worth a shot in the leg.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that whenever you have no etiquette at a comedy show, like people who like talk through the whole entire act,
Like the fucking comedian. Jesus.
no,
Shut up, dude. We're trying to listen.
like a whole table full of like fucking young women that are just loud and obnoxious and annoying.
That doesn't happen.
That every fucking
Especially
show.
bachelorette parties.
Yeah, there's
Right.
never a bachelorette party at a comedy show. They don't go to those.
The entire crowd will turn against them almost 100% of the time.
If the comedian does things right,
Yep, agreed.
that is one of those skills that you've got to actually develop. But yes, you can turn an entire room against a person.
And it's encouraged. And last but certainly not... Oh, sorry, what?
Nothing.
Okay.
Scotty, not a goddamn thing.
Fine. Last one comes in from Reese Newland. He wants to know, how flexible is too flexible? Derek?
Well, you asked the perfect person. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but I can lick my heel. I don't think there is such thing as too flexible.
He can give Mr. Fantastic a fucking run for his money.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
They called him Stretch Armstrong back in the day.
Yeah.
That's impressive. He kind of looks like him.
A lot like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let himself go a little bit.
Stretch Armstrong sleeps naked, Scotty. What's wrong
Does
with you?
he?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think you can be too flexible.
No, I would love to have... No.
I remember when I was in fucking elementary school and I wanted to do the splits.
Really?
Because Van Damme did the splits.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
I wanted to do the splits. And I remember our teacher was out of the class for whatever reason. And I was in second grade. And I took my shoes off. And I stood on a chair. And then I jumped and spread my legs out. And I did the splits. And holy fucking shit, did that hurt. Oh, my God. I never wanted to do those again. I did not want to try it a second time. That fucking hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh, God, that's fucking hilarious.
But at least I was smart and took my shit because I knew the socks would slide on that floor.
Right. Yes, you were very smart at
Yes.
doing that. Jesus, that's funny.
What if I just my shoes? I just fucking.
Come on. Fuck. Come on. God damn it.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I think there needs to be some kind of maximum limit, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're a chick, though, no.
You can make money being a contortionist.
Yes, but I don't think it's worth it.
You can also travel a lot cheaper.
Oh,
Yeah, no shit.
You can mail yourself.
Dude, you could fucking own hide and seek.
You sure could. That is true. Oh, Lordy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's That's Where I Draw the Line. Thank you guys so much for participating. And now we get to move on to questions and preguntas. Derek mentioned this earlier. He thinks we've already done this one. I know we may have, but I kind of want to do it again. But it comes in from Kev Watson. He wants to know rejected names for feminine hygiene products. Anything?
What? Just any feminine hygiene product?
Any.
I can only think of 3. There's pads, ponds, and fucking douche.
But no, I don't know.
PPD, pad, ponds, and douche.
I'm thinking about the one from Me, Myself, and Irene, the Vagiclean.
Oh yeah,
That
like Vagisil.
That is basically the off-brand of Vagisil.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, just all of those products. I'm trying to think of some more.
I think if Armor All made a douche,
Oh yeah,
just to protect it from the sun and
I think it'd be arm her all.
whatever.
yeah, that's good. I love it. All
They
right,
probably make one.
they probably do. There's probably special vagina sunscreen.
It's just a strap on with a black ice air freshener hanging out the fucking. It's like, am I fucking you or are you my Uber?
Oh, Derek, you win. All right. Next one goes in from Sherry Hurd. Sherry Hurd. She wants to know, what is the most annoying thing your spouse does but also makes you laugh?
Oh man, you brought that question up, and I looked at my wife for probably a good 5 minutes. She wondered what the fuck was wrong, and I was trying to figure out what she does that annoys me. There's two things she does that drives me nuts. One just drives me nuts. I think it's like Toon Blast or something. It's a game on her phone. No matter what, she's playing that game. Like, really? We'll sit and watch Dexter the whole time she's playing that game.
Oh, God.
Like, I was driving to dinner on Valentine's Day. She's playing that fucking game. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. So that drives me nuts. But the one that drives me nuts that makes me laugh is when she puts her hand on the fucking roof of the car. if there's like a close call, which means like somebody's 60 feet in front of us, tap their brake. And I'm like that's not going to do anything. That'll help.
Yeah. Well, if the car flips over, it won't crush.
Yeah. That is the one where I'm like, that drives me nuts, but it's actually fucking ridiculous, and it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's like my mom when I'd never wear my seatbelt and she'd slam the brakes and be like,
yeah.
Like, that's going to fucking keep me from going through the windshield.
Right.
Thank God my mom's bat wing arms kept me from going through the goddamn windshield.
Now I'm going to go through the windshield with Lee press-on nails.
Yeah. Oh, God. And that is a good one. That's probably the most accurate one. My wife does the exact same thing.
The hand on the fucking...
It's not even just the hand on the thing. It's just like the gripping of whatever she can grab a hold of to try to...
And it's the worst thing you can do. That's why drunk drivers don't get hurt.
That's true.
Because they're so relaxed.
You should turn into a rag doll and just flop around. Let it happen.
Easier said than done.
That's true. But no, she does the exact same shit. That's
why I only drive drunk. I'm trying to be safe.
Yeah, that's right. Consistency.
Mm-hmm. That is the name of the game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what my wife does that doesn't annoy me. I'm also trying to think of anything that annoys me that makes me laugh. Because I either
Christmas
think it's funny or I'm fucking annoyed by it. If I'm annoyed, I'm a humorless motherfucker. I really am. I'm going to say just because it's most of the humor is coming from my end, but all the different ways she rejects my advances for butt sex. Because I will try to convince her in so many different ways that, no, she said we could this time.
Yeah.
And she's never once.
You should tell her Steve's story.
You should just be like, let's call your mom and see if she says it's okay.
That's Steve's story, though.
I know,
That's
but
not my story.
If he would have had anal sex one time with his wife, he may have found out that she had a serious situation. And now...
I think my wife would rather die, honestly. She's very, very averse to even the idea of butt sex, which is why I bring it up constantly. There was a day when my wife just suddenly stopped mid-conversation and goes, we talk about your balls and buttholes a lot. Because those are the two main subjects of conversation that come up in our house. Because I will inevitably steer the conversation in those directions.
I don't know why, but as a former server who used to wait tables, I think it would be hilarious if you took her to a restaurant and bought dessert and had them spell out butt sex with a question mark and chocolate syrup, like around a piece of cheesecake or something along those lines.
Well, we haven't actually gotten married yet, so wedding cake ideas. Here we go.
Oh, that's fantastic. I fucking love it. All right. Next one comes in from Braxton Lint. He wants to know rejected names for a mail order bride service. Jeremy's mail order bride service.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me.
Why would you send out for a wife?
I don't know, Jeremy. Haven't you seen the people who actually use said services? They look like Derek.
Well, I've seen
good-looking fellas.
They are.
Yeah.
No.
Dudes with tits. That's right. Great racks.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. I'm obviously kidding. They don't look anything like Derek. They look significantly older, significantly balder, and significantly fatter.
I know. They come into my bank trying to get their money back.
That's right. They're trying to return.
I got scammed because my Filipino wife divorced me exactly 1 year after we got married.
Shocking. That's weird.
I like to think that's what those Indian scammers are calling about. Are you sure you don't want?
She's driving me crazy. She put her hand on top of car every fucking time.
Unlike her mother, she don't give butt sex.
Oh shit. Anyways, you guys got anything?
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
Net chicks.
Net chicks? Hey, I like
Yeah.
that. That's good. I like it.
Can you send it back when you're done? And they'll send you a different one.
You can cancel your
They
subscription.
give you an envelope, and you can just. She's a contortionist.
She's very flexible.
It's like Amazon. You can just drop her off at a Kohl's.
Was there anything wrong with it?
Yeah, it worked all right.
It didn't quite fit.
Oh god.
It just didn't live up to the reviews.
That's right.
I thought it would be smaller.
Oh shit. All right. Next one comes in from Keith Stuckey. He wants to know what movies would change drastically if the lead role was a different gender.
Oh, $1 Million Baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where it's a female that fights her way up through the boxing ranks.
Yes.
Just imagine a dude just whipping the shit out of female boxers.
Yeah.
Like on the chase, like Andy Kaufman of fucking boxing.
Yes.
Yeah, that happened in the Olympics this year. Yeah. But no, honestly, I actually thought of this, and this may actually be a good idea. I want them to make a Wedding Crashers with 2 chicks.
Okay.
I think that would actually be kind of funny.
You know, they did that with Ghostbusters and it sucked.
I think this one would be okay. I think that would be a good, decent idea. It depends on who you cast as the females.
Who are you casting? You thought of this.
I know. I kind of did. I almost want it to be like older chicks that are way like, I don't want to say past their prime, but like a Sandra Bullock type. You know, she's still attractive. There you go. Sandra Bullock and Jennifer Aniston. They go to a wedding. They're single. They've been single for forever because of their careers, and now they just go and crash.
Nobody wanted to fuck them when they were young.
Hey,
no one was trying to lock those two down.
is Sandra Bullock married now?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I know
haven't
Jennifer
looked her up in
Aniston.
years.
I know Jennifer Aniston's still single, so there you go. But I think it would actually be not too bad, and they would have an opportunity to make it pretty funny. I think that'd be okay. How about you, Jeremy? What do you think?
I'm gonna go with do another remake of The Babe,
Oh yeah,
where Babe Ruth was just this raunchy, fat, cigar smoking chick. But boy, could she crush home runs.
wasn't that Rosie O'Donnell in League of Their Own?
Kind of.
What if you just did a League of Their Own, but it's all white guys?
Playing in the women's league.
Yes, absolutely. That'd be a modern day thing.
Just absolutely destroying everybody.
Yes.
God, they won 98-6.
Surprised they didn't have
There
a
was
run rule.
no drama at all. They went through the playoffs as well. They went undefeated. They swept. Who was it? Was it Rockford? No, that was
They were
main
the
team.
Rockford
They were
Peaches.
yeah. They still call themselves the Rockford Peaches. Racine. Racine, Wisconsin was the other team.
Gotcha. All right.
That was a 4-team league. How redundant would that shit get?
Yeah, it's like the Four Nations face-off for hockey. Anyways,
And yet you can't stop talking about it.
I'm watching it right now, and it's now Sweden's winning. But anyways, the next one comes in from Jason Peterson. I don't know who that guy is. But he wants to know, if one member of the crew had to sleep with JP, who would it be and why?
Scotty, because he already has.
No, actually, it would be Derek, so that way JP could fuck his tits. That's all I want. I just want that so JP would throw up all over the place whenever he did it. How about you, Jeremy?
Yeah, you, Scotty.
Oh,
for
come
sure.
on. Let's pick
Without
Travis.
a doubt.
Let's do Travis Cagle for just so
If
JP
for
will
no
be
other
happy.
reason, I'm positive that JP could overpower you and make you do it.
That's so
Yeah,
disgusting.
without it, I actually think you could beat Kegel up.
I definitely could.
And that's saying something.
I definitely
People often confuse me and Travis Kegel. Because I look like I ate Travis Kegel most of the time.
Jesus Christ. All right.
JP's going to order Travis.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
On
online.
the mail order
Yeah,
bride
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
You should. Last one, and
Does he need citizenship?
I mean, he's from Oklahoma.
He needs Kansas City.
He needs Kansas citizenship.
That's a great Kansas callback. Number one, Oklahoma. That's where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
That's true. All
That's
right.
where Twisters took place.
Yeah, and they rolled their joints all wrong down there. The last one is actually something from me that I would like to know because I have heard some stories, but don't know if you've told them all. But in the last 6 years, what has been the funniest thing to happen when you were with at least one other laughing on the sidelines crew member?
That's
Funny
good.
now or at the time?
Either one.
Because I'm going to say when Derek's chair went running out.
I knew that was coming.
I do too.
I mean, looking back, because it was so fucking hard. Like, harder than gravity could actually pull a human being to the ground.
Yeah.
He just fucking...
Boom.
It was like he flung himself into the ground.
I fire lead the shit out of the guy. Yeah.
It was like there was a spring pulling him back to the ground. It was... And to the point where at first I was like... Oh, he didn't do that on purpose. Oh, fuck. Oh, that looked really painful. Shit. Did they ever find that hole in the wall that you made with your head?
I never got it off. I got charged on the credit card.
That's good.
That's good. It's probably fine. Okay now.
That whole fucking trip, man. The guy in the
was
line
fun.
when you were like, "Hey, is weed legal here?" I don't know, you cop. Getting a real strong Chips vibe here. And the Nordic track.
Yeah.
That whole story, that whole trip is one of my favorite stories to go back and
God, that was
like
fun.
re-listen to because it was absolutely hilarious.
That was fucking
We had a good
hysterical.
time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
For such a shit show.
Yeah. But even that, what pisses me off is that fucker like turns up on like national commercials and gets national recognition.
Yeah.
There's a movie that it was a pretty big movie with it's got Zac Efron and John Cena and oh god damn it, Andrew Santino called Ricky Stenicki on Amazon Prime. And that was like they made up this guy named Ricky Stenicki to like blame everything in their childhood on, and they've been using him
I remember
as an excuse
hearing
ever
about this.
since. And they told their wives that they had to go. Ricky was in the hospital having surgery, so they had to go. But in truth, they were going to Atlantic City to a fucking Mark Riboulet concert.
Oh god!
And they enjoyed it, so that's how you know the movie's bullshit.
That concert was terrible.
I
And it wouldn't stop.
but everything leading up to that concert was fucking
It
hilarious.
was, and everything after it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Did you already say yours?
I said that whole trip. That
Okay.
whole trip was
That's-
fucking epic.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of really good times with both of you guys. What's up?
Fucking wind surge game when we were talking about heckling.
Yes. Okay.
Where are
that's
your
it.
keys at?
Yeah,
Keys
yeah.
at? You don't know where. You don't even know where his keys are.
Oh god.
Where's your keys at?
Just because I want to know what was going through his head. 'Cause I think that would really fuck with somebody worse than you suck. 'Cause- what do they mean? Did something happen to my fucking keys?
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check my locker real quick.
So, actually, it's definitely with Jeremy. When we
Of course.
when we were videoing footage of getting ready to announce that you were going to throw out the first pitch of the baseball game, and we're down here in the basement in the studio, and Jeremy is just ranting it. He's like, well, what do you want me to do? And I'm just like, I don't know, just start telling the story about what's going on and just have fun with it. And so I legitimately, I think that whole video that I put online was something around the lines of like a minute and a half. I have like 6 minutes of footage of Jeremy just basically talking nonstop about this shit. And it just actually had me rolling. But on top of that, then we went to the baseball field that's like in my neighborhood and had like video footage of Jeremy through the fence, like pitching and shit like that.
When I threw a good pitch,
He threw a good pitch. And then to wrap it up of going to the game and throwing out the first pitch.
And then bouncing it.
And Derek is announcing the entire thing. And then he legitimately says, "Where your keys?" Or show everybody where your keys at.
Show where your keys
at.
oh, by the way,
Yeah.
like 2 years too late. And boy, did this piss me off. The park where I walk my dog has ball fields in it, and on the side of the fields they have like a fucking bullpen area with a mound and a fucking plate and a backstop. So I didn't have to stand outside in the rain throwing to nobody.
Yourself.
Or I could have actually practiced throwing off of a fucking mound.
Oh, Jesus.
And that guy that went before you, like, used to play.
Yes.
Fired that
quite
fucking
clearly.
He fucking threw like a 80-mile-an-hour fastball down
And
the
he
middle.
looked like such a dork. There's a stark difference between position players and pitchers in baseball. Pitchers are like scrawny and wiry and don't look like they could do anything, whereas like actual position players are very muscular and shit.
Yeah.
So I saw this guy and I'm like, what a fucking dope. He had glasses and everything. And then this dude just fucking hums it right down the center. I think he put some movement on it.
He had some heat on it too.
Yeah, he well, and that fucker brought his glove. They told me not to bring a glove, so I had to throw it, looking like a dork.
No, you didn't look like the dork. The fact that you one-hopped the catcher's mitt was the make you look like a dork.
It was a cricket pitch.
Oh, got it. All right, that's
I
fair.
bowled it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's questions and preguntas. Thank you guys so much for participating. As always, you can go to Facebook.com and Twitter and Instagram anytime on Friday and look for Monday Friday. Any comment that you guys have that we like, we'll put it on the show and give you a shout out. So thank you for all of you guys who participated. We sincerely do appreciate it. But now we get to move on to a very popular part of every single episode. This is the Laughing on the Sidelines draft. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is this week's Laughing on the Sidelines draft. It doesn't matter who won last week because nobody was here except for me. So what I decided to do was to...
When you're not here, Scotty, we're all winners.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
Has that ever happened, and why can't it happen more often?
So I've got an idea, but I'm not going to tell. I'll tell you off show.
I want an answer to that fucking question.
I will.
Don't fucking blow this off.
I will.
You should share with the group.
No, not the group, but I will with you guys. But anyways, so I looked and calculated over the last 6 years who has, no, I didn't, but I guesstimated, who has won the most drafts out of all three of us. And everybody knows for sure it is Lord Big Papa D.
That's right.
Yep.
With the respect.
Yep, that's right.
Try that again with some respect.
Sorry,
on it.
Lord Big Papa D.
That's better.
Okay.
I didn't know you were a landowner.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You have a nobility title now.
That's right. 25 more
Lord.
years and that land is officially mine.
Sweet.
And if anybody has won the second amount or most, whatever, who's ever won the second most, it would definitely be the 1984 Kingman County T-Ball Defensive Player of the Year award winner, Mr. Jeremy Joseph.
In the deuce hole.
That's right. By the way,
Someday she's going to give that up.
that's right. And if anybody has lost the most amount of drafts, it's me. That's right. I did that to myself.
All right.
So this week's draft, I kind of thought it would be kind of fun because we have this whole situation with the T-shirt and merchandise and everybody requesting merchandise. And believe you me, I do want to have merch. Okay, you listen to the show. I understand. You make comments. I get it. You guys want
Merch is short for merchandise, right?
That's correct. No, it's merchants. That's going to be living on Lord
like
Big
the
Papa D.
Marines?
No, the people that are going to be living on Lord Big Papa D's land.
I think you should join the Merchant Marines is what I'm getting out of
Okay,
this.
that's fine. But no, yes, I do want to have merchandise. And yes, we have some ideas going around. We even have some ideas that I'm going to be using today that actually already have designs. But this week's draft is going to be the best T-shirt ideas for Laughing on the Sidelines merch draft. And since Derek gets the championship picks and Jeremy gets the sandwich picks, I get the first overall pick. And my first one,
Hang on. What are the rules here? Okay.
so
Do they have to be our own moments or just moments from the show?
No,
Okay.
moments from the show. Even they could even be future moments that haven't even happened yet. If you want to be risky.
Well, Jesus. I like definitely butt sex with my wife.
Scotty Gurman Memorial T-shirt.
There, see, like that. That's a perfect example. But no, I actually have a design for this, and I almost wanted to make it for the live show whenever we were talking about this. But I legitimately have a design for a band T-shirt for what was it? Dickhead Mike and the Duck Farts.
yeah.
I legitimately have an actual design for this, and let me tell you, it's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna take the Dickhead Mike and the Duck Farts band tee.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was going to be my first pick.
Oh, is that what your first pick?
Yeah, it was going to be like
damn
Jeremy's Band's World Tours or
Oh,
something.
dude. No, yeah. I actually have a
Stinky
design.
Twinkies. Yeah.
Stinky Twinkies was good. Well, you can still use them.
Nah.
I think you can
Same
because
thing.
there's quite a few of those.
Yeah, I just do all of Jeremy's bands.
Pretty much. Just band tees.
Sure.
That's what we would do. Just band t-shirts.
They're on tour right now with Queef Stew.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. How's Clan's gender doing, by the way, down there?
Doing real good. Doing real good.
I don't think we can make that one on a t-shirt, just saying.
Only in the South.
Okay. Well, Jeremy, what is your first pick?
I'm going to do a mugshot of Glenn.
Damn it.
That was one of mine, too.
I'm going to run out of shirts.
I'm telling you, that was a good one. Oh,
Just too many crimes to list.
oh man. I started making that shirt, but it just looked too childish. But it was legitimately a dwarf with a nice pointy hat, and then underneath it just said Glenn with two ends.
The Lost Dwarf.
The lost dwarf.
The Forbidden Dwarf.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to do like the straight on and then the profile shot.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be great. All right, Derek, you get two in a row.
Well, I got to go with the Centaur because I think someone's taking it if
yeah,
they don't.
I agree. And this is actually another one of the designs that I currently have. It's like the peach color that's the background.
I've gotten permission to use that
That's
painting.
fantastic.
Do you
because
need? I thought since you bought it, it's yours.
Well, I got
I guess
permission
the
to use it,
image
too.
is.
technically he made it. So
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but definitely the centaur painting of Derek is an idea that's in the mix.
And then a T-shirt that just says, "I'd rather be munting."
Oh, that's good. Yes, that's good. All right.
That's what Glenn's in for.
How did we not think of Muntopoly?
I don't know.
Just
God, that's great. All right, Jeremy Joseph, what do you got?
Fuck, I'm out of ideas. Has anything good happened on this show? Ever? Anything else?
Oh yeah, there's tons.
I can't think of anything.
Oh yeah, I've got two that are.
I'm just because this one just so caught me off guard and made me laugh. Inspector Gadget on the stationary bike.
I forgot about that.
I forgot all about it too.
Go Gadget stationary
Go
bike.
Gadget stationary bike. I don't know if we could actually make that just because of the copyright for Go Gadget, but it would be worth it to try.
Change his nose a little bit. Have the fucking thing coming out of his jacket.
Go Gadget stationary
I
bike.
forgot all about that.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So the first one I'm going to pick, obviously, we talk about her a lot, but I don't think anybody really knows what my sister looks like. So I want an actual cartoon picture of my sister with two, both legs are amputated. We have one that's a peg leg and one that's a futuristic leg, and all of the other stuff that comes with it.
She's missing an arm too.
Okay.
And I like to think she's absolutely gorgeous, but with fucked up teeth. And lopsided tits.
Yeah, that's good. But the
She's
next,
got yellow veneers.
I swear to God, I haven't jerked off to that image or nothing at all.
but seriously, one of my favorite moments on the show that I laughed very hard and had no idea it was coming. But Jeremy Joseph reaches into a bag and decides to pull out a horse that is dead, zombie horse, and it was a mask.
Burned up.
It was burned up, and that was Smokey the horse.
Oh, my horse.
Yeah, Derek's horse that was set on fire. And that
He got it for a good price, though.
Yeah, he sure
really
did.
Horses are expensive. This is all I can afford.
Yeah, so that is also my callback to horse talk. So there you go. Jeremy Joseph, what do you got?
I'm going to go with the flat moon.
Yes, the Flat Mooners group. That's fantastic. But
To have a flat moon with a global Earth in the back.
yes, absolutely. I think that'd be great.
Or should the moon be round but with the lander tipped over? I don't know. Because it can't land on a round moon.
That's right.
It will tip over.
Derek, you get 2 in a row.
Mine are all text.
Okay,
But
that's
it
fine.
just says, I lip sync my own shit.
Okay, that's good. That's from the cheese and blowjobs joke where a legitimate person we didn't know and never listened to the show thought that we lip synced that fucking joke.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And then what else you got?
Hakuna Matata, you piece of shit.
Yeah, that is good. And that's yours. That is definitely 100% yours. All right. And then Jeremy Joseph. Damn it, I'm running out. I don't have my phone.
Let's see. Cold Stone Steve Austin.
Yes. That was going to be on mine. Shit. I like that Jeremy actually picked some of the shit I did.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
make him
that's
laugh.
good.
That's flattering.
That,
I don't remember most of my own shit. I just say it.
that's
Cold
good.
Stone Steve.
Cold
Do
Stone
you want extra
Steve.
sprinkles? Give me a hell yeah. Do you like it? What? Do you love it? What? Do you gotta have it? Oh, hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Austin 316 says, "Have a nice day."
Oh fuck. Oh man. And see, this is what's kind of sad is like I normally remember a shitload of these, but I'm kind of blanking on a couple of them. But I'm gonna go. There's quite a few of them that are kind of. I can't remember all of them, but I'm gonna go. I got 2 in a row. Fuck, these are my last 2
Yeah, it's
picks.
hard.
It is tough. I did actually make a cheese and blowjobs T-shirt, by
Yeah.
the way. I don't know if I've worn it in a long time, but I'm gonna
It's
go.
got cum all over it.
No, it's got printer ink all over it.
It's got cum and mozzarella on it.
It's gross.
Still trying to figure out the ultimate conundrum.
Yeah. Shit. I'm gonna go with a Dr. Seuss shirt, and it says, "I'll no longer touch that nasty hole, not with a 2 or a 4 or 10-foot pole," and that was from Jeremy Joseph.
Was me.
Yeah, and then
One where you're like, they do that with African kids' heads. I can't remember what it was, but that clip popped up and I about pissed myself. I forgot all about that.
Jesus Christ.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
I can pull it up. It's been a long time, but I still have that somewhere. Oh fuck. Oh my god. That was good. All right. And then just to round up this draft of this 6-year anniversary, I am going to call back and I'm going to just have a photo of Jeremy Joseph basically going like this, saying 6 for him eating the hot gummy bear that was how many times hotter?
6 times hotter.
6 times hotter.
6 fucking times hotter.
Yeah, than my
9 million. Scoville.
He said, I feel like I just ate mace.
that was
And by mace, he meant Puff Daddy's partner.
that was legitimately one of the times when the cameras were off that Derek was just happy as can be watching me and Jeremy Joseph dying on the fucking floor.
He ate unpleasant jelly beans.
Yeah, you
I ate
fucking
fucking
pussy.
acid.
Yeah.
I ate some shit that if you ate a car battery wouldn't do as much damage to you. The fucking t-shirt should have a picture of me writhing on the floor. I somehow held it together for the rest of that episode, and as soon as the camera was off, it was just, oh my God.
Yeah.
And it just kept getting worse.
Worse and worse. Anytime I took a breath in was hotter than shit. But God, I'm sorry, Jeremy. I'm still sorry to this day. What is your last?
Well, you could make up for it by eating. We got a big fucking pack of
right
those.
there.
So
There's a 3-pack over here on the shelf. There's one that's sitting up on the bar, and there may be one up here on the. Nope, I took it down. Thank God.
maybe you even things out.
I'm sorry, but I'm not that sorry. But anyways, what's your next T-shirt? Your last T-shirt?
My last one, I think, may have been like my first real pop on this show. The drunk pack of cigarettes.
Damn it.
Drunk pack of cigarettes.
God damn it.
I actually do have artwork for that.
Did you ever actually put that out though?
No, I never did. I still have the artwork. It's still on my computer actually. But I never did. But the thing is that the guy that drew it, he didn't draw it in the way that you described it. He drew a drunk pack of cigarettes, but he didn't draw the one that you described, which actually was like ripped upper body with skinny legs and shit like that. So
huge dong.
Yeah, yeah. But no, we didn't do that. And Derek Alders, Lord Big Papa D, what is your very last pick?
I was going to do the drunk pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, because that was good.
God damn it.
That was good.
I'm cool and smooth. but I am bad for you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
God, it's been a great 6
I
years.
think it would just be, no, it hasn't. I think it would just be JP drinking, endorsing Dr.
K.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Dr. K. All right. So, do we have any honorable mentions? Because I actually had one for you.
What's that?
I legitimately had one because we always joke about who the true Canadian is.
Yeah.
Because Steve is 3% Canadian and you are 51% Canadian. So I would just have one that just said 51% and then have the big maple leaf and red on it. I think that would be actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
That would be all right.
Lego Auschwitz.
I don't know if the Lego would let us do that.
Lego.
They can pay us to stop.
I think they should have Lego Twin Towers, but they come assembled and you have to disassemble them.
Oh, God.
Take them apart.
Jesus Christ.
That's Jenga.
Jesus Christ. No, I'm sure there's definitely some that I missed. Like,
Oh yeah.
like out of like the best moments of the show, there's still one that is by far my favorite moment of all time, and that's when you jackasses got my favorite baseball player, one of my favorite baseball players of all time, to fucking shit on me, and that was Ozzie Smith. That was one of the best fucking gifts ever. That was
I didn't
so
like
awesome.
the way he said he was just kidding.
At the end. Yeah,
that was the
that's-
worst part of it.
Because that
That's
wasn't
okay.
in the script.
But
In fact, there was no script. He just feels that way.
that's true.
He's a listener.
Yeah, a good old Ozzie Smith, Hall of Famer Ozzie Smith.
And the long snapper
Shit
from
on me.
K-State.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think. Was there the other one was Jeremy Joseph doing the commentary of your sexual performance in bed as
Oh,
an
the golf?
announcer
Yeah.
for the Masters still gets me. And the one joke that I thought you did that was absolutely fucking hilarious, the timing and the delivery and everything, was what would be the worst animal that could fly? And you just said pigs. And we were like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, a lot of things are going to
A
end
lot
up.
of pretty girls are going to have to fuck.
Yeah, and you said a
Oh.
lot of chicks are going to have to fuck me. And it's still one of my favorite jokes of all time. That's good shit.
That's an easy
Boom,
joke.
give me a rim shot.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Oh, fuck. That's good
That.
shit. Oh, and the fact that you guys did that at the exact same time, you could never do that
We
again.
couldn't have scripted that and had it worked out.
Stick?
No.
You talking about sticks?
Oh, sticks would be.
Well, that one, yeah.
No, whenever you both said, boom, give me a rim shot at the exact same time, you couldn't do it again. No way. But anyways. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that was a good enough draft for some T-shirt ideas. And this is perfect opportunity for you guys to leave comments in, the
I like
draft
to think these
voting.
are T-shirts that are never get made.
Maybe. Depends on how lazy me and JP are.
Pretty damned.
That's right.
All he does is smoke pot and bowl.
No, JP is
That is
actually
one lazy queen.
So there is a reason why we're doing this draft tonight, is because JP is very motivated. Out of all of us, he is motivated the most to where he's going to come over and actually have some shirt designs, and we're going to use not only our lists that we made here today, but we are also going to take comments from the listeners of what t-shirts you would actually like us to make.
I still wanted the purple bracelet that said Jeremy Strong for the ADHD.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me clarify. There will be more than t-shirts in this particular deal. We just got to figure out how to do it. But yes, you guys can go to facebook.com/laughing on the sidelines and LOT sidelines on X and vote for the list of, the t-shirt ideas that you like the most. And whoever wins gets a pat on the back. But the best part about it is, guys, do us a favor, comment what you would like to see. And if you like somebody else's idea, like that post. I will keep an eye on that. And maybe we can make this shit happen. But ladies and gentlemen, now we get to move on to my favorite part of every single episode. This is the Laughing on the Sidelines shitty situation of the week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is this week's Laughing on the Sidelines shitty situation, brought to you by Fanger Bang and Legos. Or Lego.
That's right. That's goddamn right. Of all the wonderful regions in this country, I think there's none that I love more than the South, like the deep South, just basically because it is such a haven for just redneck white trash fuckery that just can't really be matched. Take, for example, in 1978, a man named Dan Lee Webb down near Benton, Tennessee, he decided he was going to take up farming. And so he bought some land and started a farm and decided to raise probably the most southern redneck crop you can imagine, which is not cotton or tobacco, it's bait. Fish bait. This fucker dedicated his entire farm ground to raising worms to sell as fish bait. Now, again, I love this country. I love our Constitution. I love the rights that it affords us and the rights to privacy and to live your life how you want. But I think if you ever claim yourself to be a bait farmer, that is just grounds for a permanent search warrant. Because anyone who claims to be a bait farmer, no doubt is doing some sketchy shit behind the scenes, without a doubt. Even if they start off innocently enough, eventually something fucking weird is going to happen there. And that was definitely the case here, because by December of 1982, Dan Webb figured out that worm farming ain't really paying the bills. No shit. Why did you ever think it would? And so that's when he decided to get into the world of making illegal fireworks.
Oh, shit.
And all of a sudden, business was booming. And by the way, for people who think that he had to find a whole different clientele, no, he did not. Because what he made was primarily M80s and M100s. And for those who were raised in the country who don't know, you can fish with explosives. And by the way, I know they make like big firecrackers now that they call M80s and M100s. These are not the 1982 version. I believe 2 M100s back then was the equivalent of a quarter stick of dynamite. An M100 was basically a toilet paper tube stuffed with gunpowder. And they had been completely banned by the federal government. But, sometimes you just got to fish. And you got to catch supper and get back in time before they know you've broken your house arrest. And that's where this shit really comes in handy. In fact, he got so popular with this that he actually had to hire a crew. He got a dozen different employees out in this barn out behind his property, mixing up illegal fucking fireworks. And I'm guessing, I'm purely speculating here, but I'm guessing at 9/14, a.m. on May 27th, 1983, somebody said, I don't know who the hell you think you are, but I'll smoke where and when I please. Because at 9:15 a.m., there was an explosion that turned this barn to fucking kindling. It was a 40 by 70 barn that just went the fuck away. Trees were leveled for like 100 yards around this thing. It was not only heard but felt in Cleveland, Tennessee, which is 20 miles away. There was a 600-foot mushroom cloud, and a nearby house on a different property, body parts got thrown through the fucking roof.
Holy shit.
Essentially, the only person who survived this was Webb's cousin, who was on the lawnmower, mowing the lawn at that time, and I guess he got thrown like 70 fucking feet. He was the only survivor of this massacre, which killed 11 people otherwise. And now your child can recreate the magic of this moment using nothing but a little imagination and Legos. Legos, go Vols.
Holy shit. So Dan didn't make it though, did he?
I don't think he was it was all his hired help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was like a big thing. 'Cause, by the way, turns out, this is having explosives along with fish bait for sale is kind of like your weed dealer also having heroin for like when your customers want something with a little more kick. Basically, that's what this is. It's and turns out then they get hooked on the heroin. Only it turns out if you get caught fishing with explosives, the punishment is far more severe than selling heroin, as it turns out in most states. Like, they will take your everything.
Yeah.
It's really a bad deal.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
But it's very effective. Just so you know.
It is.
Yeah.
It's basically the fish equivalent of a flashbang.
Yeah. Oh, great. Well, thank you very much, Jeremy.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this week's Laughing on the Sideline shitty situation is, would you rather? Anytime you have to park in the handicap stall, or you have to block someone in. This is fucking...
You're an asshole one
Either
way or
way.
the other.
Either way.
I'm going to go with the handicap stall because at least I'm parking close.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I wouldn't want to be a dick and like block someone in the back row.
Yeah.
Like, you have to skip in too. You have to go in.
Skip. What are you talking about? Skip. You're
Or
in a
run.
you're handicap park, dude. You got to sprint in, which I think is funnier.
Whatever.
Cartwheel.
Cartwheel.
I think it actually takes more coordination to skip. You can fall and run. I mean,
I've done it.
yeah.
You know what? Actually, I actually was going to go block someone in. Now I've changed my mind. I'm going to park in the handicapped parking spot.
He had you at skip.
Nope. I am actually going to create like a fake cerebral palsy walk when I get out of my truck.
With no handicap placard?
Right. And I'll just be like, I forgot it at home. And like, what? You're going to judge me? Look how I walk. Fuck you.
I have never done that at a parking spot, but I have done it in a handicapped stall. In the restroom, yeah.
Holy fuck.
It's like, oh shit, there's people out there. I better limp.
I think I could maybe get away with it. I would need help though. I would need coaching.
I think in the spirit of the game, you have to go into the building in a way that clearly shows you're not handicapped. Maybe even juggle.
I found a loophole, and it's getting closed. I'm still doing handicap. You're parked closer. You got to sprint in.
I mean, the benefit of being the handicap is you're parked closer, but if you're blocking someone in, you could also block someone in that park like an asshole.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a win.
That is true. That is true.
There's plenty of those, like the guy that parks like over the fucking line. I wouldn't mind blocking that guy in.
Problem is, whenever you come out to your vehicle, there is a high percentage chance that you have damage on your vehicle.
Yeah, but how many parking tickets are you going to get for continuously parking?
That's true. Expensive. You just need to get a shitty car. You just need to get JP's car. JP's car as the block-in vehicle.
It's got a new turbo in it. It's good.
It's true. It does. Thanks to yours truly. But no, I damn it. If you can't fake crip walk into the fucking, if you can't fake crip walk into the place when you park in a handicapped parking spot, yeah, I'm blocking somebody in. Because the pro is you get to basically fuck somebody else who didn't park right. So I guess I'll go with that. Yep. How about you, Jeremy?
I think I'm going to block somebody in.
Okay.
And I'm going to only do it exclusively to people in handicapped stalls. Because otherwise I would take the handicap stall, because that'll get you dirty looks. Blocking somebody in might get your ass kicked. Whereas I'm pretty sure I could take a cripple.
Oh, boy.
Unless they're like those wheelchair basketball players, because they're usually pretty yoked from the top up.
That's true.
Or from the waist up.
They call that murder ball too, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm almost positive you're
Really?
right. Yeah.
No, murder ball's something. It's a sport, but I think it's like wheelchair football or some shit. I can't remember.
Dude, no,
I don't know. I'd watch it.
I don't know why this popped in my head. Okay, but there was a dude who was blind that his friend took him out in a razor in like Utah in the salt flats and shit and let him just drive around because there's nothing out there.
Yeah.
Instead, it was the best time of his fucking life because this guy who's blind couldn't hit anything and it's flat as shit and he got to just go out and do donuts and peel out and he couldn't hit anything.
Have you seen the TikTok video of the fucking guy at his girlfriend's deaf and she's vacuuming the stairs and he turns the vacuum off? And he's videoing her still fucking vacuuming.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fake.
That's hilarious.
That's fake.
I don't care if it's fake. It's funny as shit.
It is funny.
Oh, my wife ruins shit for me because I always get the funny TikToks or like the cool ones that kind of make you cry a little bit because they're so heartwarming and shit like
I don't
that.
get any of those.
I do. And then she's like,
I just
honey,
get ones of kangaroos fucking. That's all I get.
but she's like, honey, that's fake. It's all scripted. I'm like, you're fucking ruining it. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw one. And I think that does deserve to be pointed out.
I do
Those
too.
people are fucking frauds.
They are.
I saw one the other day of a guy, he was taking like boxes of Christmas decorations out to his shed, and his wife was recording it, and it was muddy out back, and he like slips in the mud and the fucking Christmas decorations go everywhere. And it's like, you're telling me that you went, oh shit, he's taking decorations out to the shed. I got to get my phone out for this.
Yeah.
Why in the fuck would you be recording that? He's carrying boxes to the shed. Clearly, this is a fake fucking video that you try to stage as real. Go fuck yourself.
Worse-
I hope you wind up in one of those parking stalls.
Worse than that, even worse than that, are like the nurses or girls that put a phone up somewhere in their bedroom, push record, walk out of the room, and then walk back into the room, slam the door, and start crying hysterically to try to show that they're so heartbroken. Fuck you. You're worthless.
Yeah, whenever the, like people on a fucking airplane, and it's like, really, you got them perfectly centered in frame, in perfect high definition, with crystal clear sound. Mm-hmm. You were able to pick. Have you ever watched anything on a fucking cell phone video?
No
They
shit.
look like shit.
Yeah. Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in to an excellent episode of the Laughing on the Sidelines podcast and the 6-year anniversary. Sort of.
Not really, but
Sort of.
It's a fraud.
It's
you're
6
you're just like
years.
those fucking nurses,
No,
Scotty.
I'm not. It's been 6 years. It's a little bit longer than that, but it's been 6 years, and it's legitimately not very often where us three, the original crew, get together and do an episode. So I want to say a big, huge thank you to Lord Big Papa D, Derek the Wreck Alders. Oh, my bad. Hey, get louder. Get louder.
It's almost like that's not a real audience.
It's kind of like it's not. But yeah, thank you very much, Derek. I sincerely do appreciate you. And also the 1984 Kingman County T-Ball Defensive Player of the Year. Please, thank you so much, Mr. Jeremy Joseph.
Yeah. I guess you're welcome.
Thank you very much for coming, Jeremy. I appreciate
You
it.
already said that. Jesus, you're repeating yourself now. Now
I know.
Now you're not welcome.
Yep, but guys, keep doing what you guys are doing. Thank you so much. For those of you who have been with us for 6 years, we really appreciate you. Those of you who have been with us for like 2, 3, or 1,
We don't care so much.
not so much. But yes, thank you guys so very much for being a great fan base. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep sharing our stuff. We are starting to, I am starting to post more stuff on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So do us a favor. If you like that stuff, please share it with your friends. We sincerely do appreciate it. And as we always like to say, guys, do us a favor. If you like us, tell your friends. But if you don't like us,
we hope the only way that you can orgasm is by picturing Scotty sucking on his vape pen.
if you don't like us,
Tell your enemy.
and until next time,
Built Ford tough.
until next time,
Keep laughing.
we will
assholes.
see y'all later. Take care.